Math 142, practice test 2. This is question number 6. The directions say to solve it. Also says that it is bounded in that full circle, 0 to 2 pi. So, got to solve this. Let's see what we could do. First thing I could do, I know tangent squared, if I think about the Pythagorean relationship, tangent squared is secant squared minus 1. So I could rewrite this as secant squared x minus 1. Tangent squared becomes that. Still have this minus secant x equals 1. And then from here, I could work to get it equal to 0, maybe try and factor it, something like that. So I have secant squared x minus secant x minus 1 equals 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. Secant squared x minus secant x minus 2 equals 0. And then I could go and try and factor that thing. And, remember, you can think of this, it's just, I can that quadratic form. Think of it as a squared minus a minus 2 equals 0. And that's going to factor down using a negative 2 and a positive 1. Would add to negative 1 multiplied to negative 2. So this is going to factor to secant x minus 2, secant x plus 1 equal to 0. So now we have two things multiplied together that give us 0. So that means they each have an opportunity to be equal to 0. If this is equal to 0, I know that secant x could equal 2. If this is equal to 0, I know that secant x could equal negative 1. The other thing that I know about secant is that secant is 1 over cosine. So if secant x is 2, that means that cosine of x is 1/2. And same with if secant x is negative 1, that means cosine x is negative 1 over 1, which is also negative 1. And I could just look that up if I didn't have it memorized. Cosine is positive 1/2. It's here and here, those x values. So this is going to give me pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. And when x is negative 1, it's right here at pi. And there are my solutions.